Hey guys, it's Shocky. Today I'm going to go over my Season 7 wish list. Hopefully, I'm kind of like freestyling right now. I don't have a script. Hopefully I don't talk too much about certain stuff and I can just kind of get through it really quick. I made a PowerPoint and I took screenshots of the PowerPoint, and you can pause to read everything, but I'm just going to kind of summarize each thing. The first thing we're going to talk about is my hotspot concept. I made this right before the season started. And so pretty much what it is, you're going to see it on screen. In each match there could be like 1 or 2 hotspots, and the hotspot will have a special thing about it. So like maybe if the name location, like say Pleasant Park, if the text is blue, it means exotic weapons have a chance of spawning frequently as like floor loot and chest loot, while the regular loot pool still spawns. And like maybe if it's like a green color on the map, the name location, it has siphon, extra materials, stuff like that, more healing items, and pretty much it's just a bonus to a location to make you land there. If like say like Dirty Docks, I like Dirty Docks a lot. I like the layout. No one really goes there. Maybe it's purple, which means it's unvaulted. You can go there and weapons from the vault will spawn on the floor, and chests and drones, you know, it's like a lot easier to get stuff. And then each zone would also have rifts around it, so you could leave whenever you want, and it's like really nice for mobility. So that's the first thing. I think that'd be really cool to add. Maybe not day one, but like later on. A lot of the stats I have for those locations are kind of like overpowered. Like the way I had it originally is that there'd be like 1 of each location every game. If that happened, I feel like only those locations each match would be polluted. So maybe it would be turned down to like 1 or 2 per match, and it could be, there's like 4 different or 5 different types of zones, so, or hotspots. So if there's only like 2 or 1 a match, you're not always gonna get the unvaulted one, you know. So kind of changes it up, makes each game different, more exciting. And the main reason for that is really just to have other locations on the edge of the map more polluted and stuff, you know. Next we have my like side grading system upgraded. So side grading is when you would use like 20 mats to switch your weapon, so like the pump to the charge, or like the AK to the full auto AR. So how it would work now is you use mechanical parts and maybe like a new crafting material called like scrap or something, and you could get like scrap from like, I guess, breaking anything, or maybe just metal stuff. And you would need a lot of scrap and a few mechanical parts together to make any weapon into any weapon, but like of the same category. So as you can see, I have all the shotguns, and then I have arrows pointing to which shotgun that shotgun can turn into, and pretty much every arrow is like a back and forth. So like tack to pump, pump to tack, right? I think it's like that. I can't really see, it's a really small picture for me. And so I think that'd be really cool, because I like the heavy shotgun, I like the combat, I like the charge, but they're not out right now. But the pump and tack is. So what Fortnite could do is have the pump and tack as the main weapons you find on the floor, and then if I want the charge, all I need is like 4 mechanical parts and like 10 scrap pieces, you know? And like scrap would spawn kind of like really often, you know? So that no one's really punished. So if by the end of every match you'll always have a loadout you want. I think that's amazing. And the loot pool doesn't get cluttered, so it keeps it kind of infinitely fresh. Another thing we could do is like use, I want crafting. I want you to be able to craft traps. So like shockwave grenades and mechanical parts can make bouncers, tires and mechanical parts can make a launch pad, stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool. Just more mobility and fun items, because I think the funnest things in Fortnite are the mobility items like bouncers and launch pads, rift to goes, and then like you got like the fun weapons like flint knocks and stuff. So being able to like craft any weapon you want pretty much is pretty good, because like my go-to loadout, if I could do this, would be like a thermal AR, suppressed pistol, heavy shotgun, grappler, launch pads, and like slurp juice or chug splash, you know. Also, I would want a lot of healing items to be unvaulted too. Pretty much every healing item in the game, have it unvaulted, because like in chapter 1 we had all healing items out at once, right? I don't see a problem with that. It's just more healing. Like, I just think it's good. So yeah, more healing items, unvault all the healing items. And then here's another thing. I think this would keep every week fresh. So over here, maybe it's either weekly or every other week. I think weekly is better because Fortnite doesn't always give us an item every week. It's kind of like a 2-week thing sometimes. Or sometimes when they do give us weekly stuff, it's like just an exotic, which isn't that cool because the exotics are sold by one person only. So what I think they should do with exotics is allow more people to sell the same exotic and have special chests like the bunker chests, but they could like spawn anywhere, kind of like the rare chests, and then have it so you can get exotics from anywhere, but like rarely, you know, like really rare. Like I don't want to like play every match and always see an exotic, but like every few games, you know. I think that'd be cool. Unless you find like a special chest that has an exotic in it, and it's guaranteed, then that's cool too. But yeah, so with this weekly system, here is the week 1 loot pool is the AR, the burst AR, pump, tac, pistol, revolver, SMG, sniper, the bolt, regular bolt. Week 2 is the regular AR, but then the burst is gone. Remember, you can still craft to it if you want, but then we have the scoped AR and the thermal AR, the tac, the heavy shotgun, and the combat, and the pump is gone, but you can still craft it. So it's not vaulted, it's just you have to craft it. It won't be in floor loot or chests. But say there is like a unvault zone, you could find it there. Because pretty much in an unvault zone, you could find any weapon. But the majority that you'll find is the regular loot pool still. And then for week 3, oh wait, I didn't go over the rest of the weapons. Oh yeah, and then we got for SMGs, the regular SMG is gone, but we have the rapid fire SMGs, the drum gun. And then for pistols, both pistols are gone from the first week. Then we have the suppressed pistol, which could then be crafted into the regular pistol, which could be crafted into like the revolver or dual pistols, you know? And all this stuff connects. All this would all be like one big update. Or maybe they roll it out separately, but eventually it all links together, and that's why this is like the perfect wish list. And then we have the hunting rifle plus the bolt, so the bolt stayed. And then for week 3, we have the burst and the infantry, but the full auto is gone. I'm not sure if Fortnite would ever do that, but this is just an example. And then for shotguns, the tac is gone and the pump, but now we have the heavy, the charge, and the double barrel, which I think is really good. The double barrel should come back. And I think you should be able to craft it into the dub, like the exotic version, because that was really fun. And then for pistols, we don't have the suppressed, but we have the regular, the dual, the flintlock, and then for the snipers, we have the heavy sniper. And then for SMGs, we have the burst and the suppressed. So no weapon is vaulted pretty much. Maybe like the quad launcher, stuff like that, like some crazy. Like I don't think you could be able to craft explosive weapons, but you should be able to craft everything else. I think explosive weapons should be saved for like unvault zones and like supply drops or whatever, but nothing crazy. Like I'd say like the RPG is already really rare, which I don't really know why. Like I feel like it's nothing crazy. The RPG shouldn't be that rare, but I don't care if it's rare or not because it's not as fun as the other weapons. The only explosives that I think are really fun are like the proximity launcher and the recycler and the boom bow. So I'm not sure if those would be, I guess those could be in like the unvault zones, but other than that, you can't really craft them unless like they keep bow crafting. I do think the shockwave bow should stay. If any bow is gonna stay, please be the shockwave bow. It's so much fun. And yeah, other things that I think should happen throughout the season, give us more throwable items and stuff, like give us the shield bubbles back, give us rift to goes, porta forts maybe, because porta forts would always cause like a cool area to fight in, like it would be like a point of interest kind of. Once the porta fort was thrown down, everyone would kind of gather around it, so that was kind of fun. And then maybe you could even upgrade it to the porta fortress with like material, you know. There's so much stuff they could do with the crafting. And there's so many weapons that Fortnite has. Like Fortnite is one of the only games that is held, like could be so much fun, but is held back because of the vault. Like if I played Cold War right now, I can use weapons from 2 Call of Duties, and I can use pretty much every weapon if I get my loadout. With this, all you have to do is craft every weapon, you know? So I think it works. And what's another thing? Oh yeah, don't change the XP. I can't see the list right now, but there's a list on screen of things that I want to mention, but I might forget to actually say, but you can read it. Don't change the XP. The XP is perfect. If you want to grind to level 100, you can do it in like 7 days. And if you play at least once a day and do your green challenges and your weekly challenges, you'll also hit 225. Like it's possible. if you just play every day, at least once, you know. But like if you want to grind like crazy, like me, you can, and do it in like a few weeks. And that's what I think is like the perfect XP system. If Fortnite wants to give more XP to like, because pretty much if you want to grind XP, you have to play Team Rumble. Fortnite should maybe adjust XP in like solo duo squads. The way I think they could do that is either for every storm circle you survive, give you a bonus of XP, or maybe start multiplying the XP you get. So like if you survive third circle, when you open a chest, it gives 200 XP, and if you get a kill, it gives like 300 XP, you know? Something like that. But then if you make it like top 10, it rewards you. That kill was insane. If you make it to top 10, then the XP is insanely supercharged. They could call it like overcharge or something. Your bar would turn red or something, and then every kill is like 1000 XP. And because it's top 10, you're not gonna get that many kills, you know? So that's pretty much my wish list. There's for sure stuff I forgot to mention. Oh wait, I completely forgot. POIs. So over here, what I did was I got the current Fortnite map, and I put text over it in red of what I'd want to change. So pretty much not many locations are getting taken out except for like retail and like Logjam Woods, because I want to replace it with Greasy. And so pretty much this is like my ideal map, I feel like. And half of the map would change with the season update, the other half would change with the summer update. So I have text explaining how I'd want it to change, and you can also see it. So I think retail should be swapped with Paradise, and the desert biome would take over all of retail, all of Caddy Corner, but Caddy Corner would still be Caddy Corner. And then maybe those mountains in the corner of the map would be flattened a bit, and then that old city from like that town from season 5 with all those chests would come back, you know. I think everyone knows what I mean. There's like a fountain there, there was zip lines over it. So that place would come back in the bottom right corner, just like how it was before. Prison would go where Hunter's Haven was. Shifty Shafts will be placed inside of a mountain near Misty on the left side. And so like the original Shifty would be somewhere there, and then there'd be an extra part where the mine shafts continue up the mountain. I think that'd be pretty cool. Then we have Greasy, where the Durburger is right now. Starry Suburbs in between Bony Burbs, Sweaty, and Holly. And then Bony Burbs would also switch back to OG Tilted. We were robbed in season 5, and I don't like that. I just want OG Tilted. It's such a good location, it should not be gone. Factories could go in the top right area, where there's just a bunch of green, like just a bunch of grass. There's no buildings really. So just put factories over there. Maybe even factories 1 and 2. And make it like a name location. Call it like Freaky Factories or something. I don't know. Then there'd be like a new alien POI where Colossal Crops is. And then the grotto would also be kind of deserty. Or maybe like the desert ends at the grotto, but then it becomes really like green and overgrown stuff. The water's gone. It's like hollowed out now. And it's called Gorgeous Grotto. And it just looks like a really nice looking place. If anyone plays Save the World Dungeons, there's a place called the Grotto, and it looks really nice. The water is like this perfect blue. There's like greenery, there's like temples, it's all underground. I think that would look so cool, and you replace the Grotto, like make it the same, like a similar layout, and just have it look really nice. And that'd be a pretty cool summer POI, I think. Plus Paradise Palms on top of retail, it'd be such a vibe. And then other vehicles they could unvault is like drift boards and ballers. I think those are really fun vehicles, really unique. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I really hope this season's good. I think it will be. This season 6 is probably my favorite season. This chapter, we got one of probably my favorite battle pass this chapter. We got really good XP. The quests had a lot of lore to them, so I like that too. Continue the story with next season. There was a lot of hype I felt with this season, and like the lore and stuff. So I think it was really good. And the content updates, we got a lot of weekly updates. Some weeks were just exotics, which is kind of boring. So I think if exotics could spawn on the floor or like in chests, pretty much just make them spawn in chests really rarely, that'd be a lot better. Because like I'd love to just get the suppress, like the shadow tracker out of like a chest, or the hop pistols, the hop rock pistols. Like that'd be so much fun. So yeah, hopefully next season is as good as this wish list. And or maybe Fortnite sees it and implements it in sometime later. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this content, you should subscribe. I also do news videos whenever there's an update. Follow my TikTok, my Twitter, my Twitch, all in my bio or description. And yeah, check out my other content. I do daily combos and item shop videos, and before you buys if I ever buy a skin from the shop. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.